Banggood.com, where this HG P407 Bruiser clone came from. I have it in kit form here for $189 currently, as well as the ready to run for $219. And they now offer replacement parts, axles, frames, drive shafts. Very good prices. This thing is pretty awesome. So let's get to the video. What's going on there, YouTube? This is the HG P407, the Bruiser clone from Banggood.com. I have been working on it a little bit off camera. You can see I've got it painted. It's just a Rust-Oleum orange. It's got a few clear coats on it and looks pretty good. And I figured I'd go ahead and throw it all back together so we can have a nice looking body on it. I was going to use this original. This is an original Tamiya grill for a Bruiser, but it's missing some things. It's a one-piece grill, whereas the grill for this truck and the Mojave body from RC 4-wheel drive, it has the bumper is removable. The lights and stuff actually screw to it. This one they glue in, and I don't have lights for this, so I painted it up and had considered using it, but I'm going to pass on it this time. So I've got there it is, the one that came with the kit here. I'm going to go outside and paint it black, and that way everything will bolt on. I am going to swap in. This is a bumper from a Mojave body from RC 4-wheel drive, and this is the one that came with this kit. And there's same dimensions as everything, but the openings are different. This has a spot for a license plate frame that it had glued on. You can see it kind of chewed up the chrome there a little bit. So we're going to go without a license plate and use this Mojave bumper. It has the light buckets installed for the blinkers and everything on it already. So that'll look good, and it bolts directly onto all this just like any of the rest of them do. The only difference between this grill shell and the original Bruiser piece are the way the lights and stuff attach, but this does not have removable lenses for the sides, and it has an actual Toyota emblem on it, and the bumper is made into it. So this one, you get actual lenses and the headlights and stuff bolt in, but it does not say Toyota or Toyota. So yeah, I've got the windows installed. I've painted some window trim and a few little bits around the truck. Looking at these blinker lights, since this was the ready to run truck, these are already all glued in. I had a hard enough time getting the blinkers off the grill. I don't want to damage them, so I'm probably just going to leave those clear. But the lenses for the grill shell, I am going to paint those on the inside. And I've got a new can of paint. The other one dried up. I'll use a Tester's Turn Signal Amber Metallic. Just a little brush paint. And you can pick these up at most hobby stores or even like Hobby Lobby, places like that have crafts. And you paint that on the inside of this clear lens, and it gives it a very scale, realistic look. The taillights were already colored. I'm going to take my paint pen and do at least the trim around the edges of it black, just to add a little more depth to it. And yeah, painting that stuff, I really don't have a steady enough hand for it. I'm pretty trembly today anyway, so try to keep it as simple as possible. But I'm going to get started. The half cab, the chrome piece that's on the back, I am not going to reuse that. It's too much. That's it's a Bruiser thing, but I really don't want to carry that through. So what I've done is I've taken I had some spare Mojave body parts, and I have this window trim, and it just glues in there like the Mojave comes with a full back of cab or the half. And I've even got some, I think they were for the Tamiya, where it's this piece, but it's all clear, and you're supposed to paint the edge and stuff. And I've had mixed results with that. Again, masking is not my strong point. So I opted for this one. I don't have the Mojave window piece to go in it. I have not found one in my piles of things. But we may have to make one out of Lexan. Here is the other piece that I was talking about. And that would just go in there the same way as that, and then you mask off the window and paint all around. Again, not my wheelhouse, so we'll do it the hard way and just make our own Lexan back window for now. The interior I'm going to put back in. This is the one it came with. Sadly, it's very similar to the body color, but it's got some stickers and steering wheel. It's got a hole to mount the driver if you had an original Bruiser type driver, which I have one in one of my bodies over there. But I think I want to upgrade to a more scale interior. I know RC 4-wheel drive has just come out with one, I believe, and it's got door panels and it's very, very detailed. So might do something like that here down the road. And for now, I just wanted to get some color on it and give it a little bit more realistic look and get it back on the truck. So that one, you know, it's kind of complete. I'm trying to wrap up loose ends around the shop. I've got a lot of projects started, and I need to start finishing some of them so I can clear out some space and get some of the bigger ones done. So I'm going to go outside and paint that grill, and then we'll come back in high speed and put this thing all together. Alright guys, there it is. Still need a few little details. I guess it didn't come with windshield wipers, or I have lost them in the process of taking it apart and stuff over time. I don't know where they went. But yeah, pretty happy with how it came out. Looks good and clean and basic. Fits the old school Bruiser chassis. I didn't put any of the side steps and the bumpers and stuff back on. I just thought that was a little too cheesy looking. I never liked that about the original Bruisers. But yeah, I probably will make some changes over time once we take it apart and do the interior again, make it a little more realistic. I would like to change the chassis some to lower the body down, and you know, these are difficult to make look more scale. The axles and the hubs make it hard to put on a scale tire or anything. But yeah, really happy with how the grill came out. I ran out of black paint and I ended up using a black primer. I painted the bars on it gloss. It's not perfect. I did the trim pieces silver, just all brushed by hand. I didn't get to use the Mojave bumper. For some reason it didn't quite fit. I think I would have had to take the blinkers out and at least flip them around, because there was part of it wasn't going through the holes enough. But yeah, I just went back with that, and I glued the license plate back on the front. It looks good enough. This does have different mirrors than the original. They're kind of awkward, but that's what was there, so just roll with it. Minimal painting of the trim. Like I said, I did around the window, the windshield, the side windows a little bit with the paint pen. Did the little vents behind the door. But yeah, I need to get some emblems. I'd like to put like a roll bar and lights on it. Just go old school with it. And yeah. I took the frame extenders off the back because they do stick out pretty far. They come out about to here and bolt that giant silly bumper up. So I didn't use that bumper, so I didn't need any of that back there. Thing is super stiff. But I'm happy with it. So these old bodies, you know, we've had this body since 81, 83, somewhere around there. And you know, Tamiya's been doing it. RC 4-wheel drive did their version of it. And now we have this version. But I appreciate you guys watching. And be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Check out the rest of my channel if you're interested in this stuff. And be sure to check out Banggood if you're looking at one of these HG P407s. They are reasonably priced version of the Tamiya. But I appreciate it, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Keep it scale.